Now, I didn't really want to say anything about the Black Panther movie because this is entertainment. It's not something that I generally bother with, but I usually end up having to anyway because some issue or another pops up. In other words, once the leftists start acting like big enough of a bunch of idiots, I definitely do have to say something. In this, I want to criticize identity politics because I abhor to criticize identity politics. I love how the right and the left identity politics have just made a complete and utter mess over this movie. I can almost guarantee you this is going to be like a regular superhero movie. Nothing spectacular. I mean, it's still unique in that the whole, basically the whole cast is black, and that's still significant. But in terms of the quality of the movie, it's probably going to be just like a regular superhero movie. Now, here's what's interesting. If you don't watch this movie, you're a racist. If you don't like it, you're a racist. But if you like it, you're a cuck. And I love that, how that's the only two sides that there could possibly be. The right's going to call you a cuck for liking it, and the left's going to call you a racist for not liking it. Rather than acknowledging it for what it is, a movie. And this is reflected greatly in the Rotten Tomatoes ranking. Somebody finally didn't give it 100%. They were outraged by that. How dare you not mark it as 100? Because, everybody must absolutely agree 100% all the time with you. Nobody can actually just not like a movie. It has to be some form of racism or something. And no one can, of course, just like the movie because they like the directing, the acting, or the storytelling, because you just must be a cuck for some reason. But I love how that's everything is reduced to. So in the meantime, you have this battle over, I'm not going to watch it or I'm going to watch it. So all the people in support of it are going to flock right to the movie and watch it. And even a lot of people who probably weren't going to watch it anyway are going to watch it. And some people are going to watch it multiple times. And the capitalists are just going to sit there and rake in all the cash from that. I mean, in the end, that's the point. It's just a regular bourgeois movie. It's still one of the worst industries in the United States. Now, I mean, I could go into a whole big critique of the movie, and if you go into the comic book Black Panther and what that really represents, the ways it actually pushes imperialism, like a different kind of imperialism, like a kind of black imperialism, etc. I mean, I can go into all of that, but it's not really relevant to this video. I'll give you another example. Reba McEntire, the country star, is now going to be the colonel for KFC. There's going to be a female KFC colonel. So, of course, the right has to start screaming, oh my god, cuck, SJW is taking over. Basically, the world's coming to an end because a woman took this spot that was traditionally left for a man, etc. On the other side, you have the whole SJW thing. Oh, this is great. This is great. KFC is doing the right thing. Let's go forward and let's all go out and buy KFC as a result. I never get over that. How the American answer to things is to buy stuff. Oh, Chick-fil-A doesn't want women to have access to healthcare. Well, let's show that evil Obama by going out and buying fried chicken. I mean, the same thing's going to happen here. Let's show our support for women's equality by going out and buying fried chicken. Take that, society that disagrees with me. Like, I couldn't think of a better example for America. Literally overconsumed just because you want to make a point. I mean, that's possibly one of the most bourgeois things I could think of. Now, obviously, any real radical leftist is going to say, hey, who cares? It's KFC, and KFC is just going to make a lot of money off of this controversy. People are going to boycott it, and other people are going to run out and buy it just to support it. And meanwhile, KFC is just going to rake in the cash. And in the meantime, KFC is going to get so much media attention because of this. Because these idiots on one side are going to fight the idiots on the other side, KFC is going to get all this free promotion as a result. And then, as I said, we're raking the cash. While completely forgetting the point that KFC is an exploitative corporation just like any other. They pay their employees shit. They treat them like shit. Yeah. And that's just completely getting forgotten. People are so insistent upon fighting, but just because it's a female colonel, we have to support it. While completely overlooking the exploitative and brutal nature of the fast food industry in general. And that all gets forgotten because of this goddamned identity politics. Oh, it's women taking our spots. Oh my god, positive representation of women as a corporate shill. I mean, it's ridiculous. And people really got to stop fighting over this. And maybe you should fight the system. Like, maybe you should fight capitalism and not, some kind of identity or identitarian struggle within it. Because, sure, you want equality between the sexes. But you're not going to get that under capitalism. Okay, you're not going to end the oppressions while capitalism still exists. Capitalism is a system predicated on inequality. So you can't get equality in it. You have to get rid of that first before you can actually build equality between other groups. But I know it'll probably be labeled as sexist for me saying that, for reminding them that, this is supposed to be class struggle here. So, I mean, if you're a liberal that's not a Marxist, so it would make sense that you would ignore that. But if you're a Marxist, you're supposed to be doing that whole class struggle thing. I mean, you remember that's the foundation of Marxism, right? So, people, get over it. Forget KFC, forget the Black Panther movie, and start working on revolutionary action against the system that it is that you're supposed to be fighting, rather than focusing on this identitarian garbage.
Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.